salted. It doesn't matter if you want to use salted or unsalted, then use that. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna whisk this butter to sort of just, it's been at room temperature, so then we're gonna do 4 ounces of sugar. So I'm just going to whisk it. Move that around a little bit. And now we're going to go with, so these eggs have been room temperature. So I'm going to do 2 eggs. Normally I would crack the egg in the glass just to make sure I don't get any shells, but there's not going to be any shells in this. I lied. That was a little tiny shell. I'm not going to measure it, but it's a tablespoon of vanilla. Use a good vanilla, not a cheap vanilla. Then we're going to go in with 4 ounces of flour. This is self-rising flour. If you don't have self-rising flour, just mix a cup of flour or a cup and a half of flour to a teaspoon and a half of baking powder and a teaspoon of salt, and then you got some self-rising flour. Then we're going to do 1 ounce of cocoa powder. I just buttered these, and now I'm putting some sugar. Are you making sure it's getting this?
Mm-hmm.
Stop it.
Oh. Focus. And talk.
So, I'm just trying to get the right amount that I want to put in each one, because you don't want to like go super high with this. So I'm probably putting about like half a cup in each ramekin. Oh, this cake is going to be so good. It's not a cake, it's actually it's steamed chocolate pudding. So this is more of a
Souffle.
it's a British dessert. Because for us, you think pudding, and we're thinking like banana pudding, chocolate pudding, but this is actually a cake that is steamed. I like to smooth it out. And you don't have to be perfect when you're smoothing. Just try to even it out the best way that you can. And if you don't want to, and you want a lopsided dessert, then go ahead and just leave it as is. But if you have OCD problems, then you're probably going to want to smooth it out.
Do you like Bob Ross?
Who?
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross? Who's that? Bob Ross?
Bob Ross.
Do you want to lick this?
Bob Ross.
So I had some cherries, and I pitted them earlier today. So I'm just going to give them just a quick little chop. So what I am going to do is, I also have some chocolate here. So this is a black pepper. So it's 68% cacao, and I am going to incorporate the chocolate and the cherries into this steamed pudding, and we'll see how it turns out. I've never done this before. Do you hear me? Never. So I don't know how it's going to turn out. But break the rules. Just break them. There's no rules. Although with baking, you better get those measurements right. Because if you don't, you'll end up with a mess.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to stick the chocolate in the center.
Baking is an art.
Oh yeah. the chocolate would go in there, and then I'm gonna put some cherries. I'm just gonna stick the cherries in there. It's going to be lovely.
You gonna stick some banana in there too?
I'm only sticking cherries and chocolate. There's no special recommendations tonight. It's chef's choice, and that's where you're gonna have to have it.
That's it, folks. Chef's menu only.
No substitutions.
Or you're eating out of the trash.
Or you're not eating at all. Okay. No, I'm kidding. Here, hold on. And it doesn't have to be pretty. Just, you're going to eat it. It's yours. It's your business. So you eat it the way you want it. And when you bake it, make it the way you want your guests to eat it. And we're just going to cover everything now. Cover all the goodies up. If you want, you don't have to. I like to. I wrap them over, and then I wrap them on. Because these have to steam, and I don't want any water getting in there or any condensation or. Right? And then we're going to put them in a steam bath. So I'm using this just because, I mean, you can use a pot if you want. You don't have to use a pot with, I mean, but if you, I use this just because these fit perfectly in there. So I'm able to like fit at least 3 or 4 of them in here. That's why I use this. So we're gonna leave this in here for about 45 minutes to steam. There you go.
And we are rolling.
Let me just put this up. So we're going to pit cherries. This is what I do when I pit the cherries. This is a chopstick. But when I pit them, so I always want the cherry to be like, I mean, not squishy, but I don't like squishy cherries. But anyway, this is what I do. I know. This is the top part. I take the stem and then I just, and there's the pit. Use whatever you want. You can use a sturdy straw. I use the chopstick, the back of the chopstick, because it works better. I'll show you again. And on the third one, you're gonna have to pay for watching. See, and you get a cherry.
Wow.
All right, you ready? DT's gonna give it a try. Let's see. Try another one.
You can talk.
So this has already been steaming for about 45 minutes. So we're just gonna take one out. And hopefully no water got inside. Oh. 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 Dude. That is going to be amazing.
Go ahead.
So this is the chocolate steamed pudding. It looks amazing. And then I added the cherries and I added some chocolate with pepper in it. So let's see what it's like. I'm gonna dust it with some powdered sugar. There you go. Chocolate steamed pudding. Should we taste it?
Show the camera.